Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Um, Today we're going over a few things. It's the weekly video talking about the Patriots, their preview of their Week 10 matchup, also reviewing their Week 9 matchup. And before I start this video, I just I wanted to pass along, if anyone hasn't seen it already, it came out right before I was about to make this video. The unfortunate news of Tommy Heinsohn passing away. The longtime Celtics player, coach, and broadcaster, as a lot of us know. Everyone that's my age, even a little older and everything, we all know him as the longtime broadcaster. And it's very unfortunate to hear that he has passed. He was 86 years old. So that's really sad to see. And obviously anyone that would hear him talking, we could tell that he wasn't doing too well over the last couple of seasons, at least, not really doing away games. So it's still tough to see that happen to him. So yeah, moving on. Also, there's also the news yesterday of Armenia surrendering some parts of Artsakh to Azerbaijan in the war peace treaty. Obviously, Armenians that are following this know about that. If you aren't Armenian and you don't know what's going on, I'm kind of surprised with with the Armenians really spreading that around. So unfortunately, it's very tough time the last couple of days. The last couple of months have been really tough. This whole year's been really, really tough. So hopefully things can get better instead of continuing to get worse for the last month and a half or whatever of the year 2020. But yeah, there was a football game on Monday night, last night. The Patriots went and visited the New York Jets in New Jersey, even though they're called the New York Jets. I'll never understand that. They won with a game-winning field goal, which ended up being 30-27 at the final score. Pretty high scoring, all things considered. I like to think the Patriots defense is better than what they showed last night, but they were also missing some guys. And the Jets played up. I guess Joe Flacco and that motley gang played a little better than what they how they normally play. So there's that. It was nice to see Cam Newton play as well as he did for the most part. There were still a couple things, but he was throwing the ball really well, obviously with his completion percentage. There weren't any turnovers, thankfully, so that was really good. And the defense just needs to get better and get some guys back. It was pretty expected. I'm going to be completely honest. Without Stephon Gilmore, without Lawrence Guy, without Juwan Bentley, and the defense has already kind of been a little underwhelming with those guys in the lineup. So having them out definitely didn't help. Jacoby Myers stood out major on his birthday, majorly. He had a great game. He's definitely going to be on the waiver wire ads for fantasy football in the next part of this video, next segment. But yeah, I I don't know. I it's gonna be really tough the next game. The Patriots, they're playing the Ravens. The Ravens obviously haven't been as good as we thought they were going to be. Lamar Jackson has kind of come back down to earth. Um, I just don't know. I don't know how they're gonna, like, if the defense plays like they did against Joe Flacco. I think, and it's gonna be really tough to say this. Who knows? I think Joe Flacco is a better passer than Lamar Jackson. He's nowhere near the quarterback that Lamar Jackson is. Not even close. But I definitely think he's a better, like, down the field passer for sure. So the Patriots are gonna have to figure out a way, and he plays to run. Like, we have consistently seen Lamar Jackson, like, play to run the football. Like, that's what happens with the ball. Like, when he gets the ball in his hands, like, he runs. He's looking to run, like, every time. So there's that. The Ravens defense is definitely a really good one. And yeah, I don't know. It's definitely gonna be a good game. It's a Sunday night football game. I just I just don't know what to make of the rest of the Patriots season. The Ravens, they still got a couple other tough matchups. The Rams, they got some teams to play. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how they can sneak into the playoffs or something on that last wild card maybe. But especially if the Dolphins keep somehow winning these games, I don't think third place in the AFC East is gonna get you into the playoffs. I just don't think so. Um, so yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what ends up happening for the rest of the season for the Patriots. Definitely got to pick it up in some aspects of their game on both sides of the football, but should also definitely build off of some things, even if though it was against the awful, lowly, one of the worst team ever franchised in sports, worst ever Jets. They got to build off of it because that's what this team is. Like, that's the mode that they're in. That's the situation they're in, just building off of wins like this. So it's going to be tough, but it was a good win, and hopefully they can continue. So moving on to the waiver wire. Waiver wire rankings. Man. It's not exactly like a crazy week for the waiver wire. I'm just trying to think of who, like, it's tough. Like, Kalen Ballage would be up there, but he just got sent back down to the practice squad. So I don't know if that's permanent or just temporary. So we'll see what happens. But I guess for number one right now, with no news really out there, no updates, it's gonna be Duke Johnson as the first player on waivers. It makes sense. David Johnson went down, so with Duke Johnson coming in, it just makes sense. I'd say number 2, J.D. McKissick. Number 3, Gus Edwards, if he's still out there. Number 4, Jimmy Graham. Number 5, Logan Thomas. Number 6, Jalen Reagor. Number 7, Joshua Kelly. I just don't know if he's really out there that much. Number 8, Cam Akers. Number 9, Matt Breida might have been dropped. I'd go back and get him, especially if he might be healthy. Number 10, Curtis Samuel. I just don't really think he's out there. Number 11, Trey Burton. A lot of tight ends. Number 12, Tim Patrick. And here I am going just overthinking it. Jacoby Myers. I completely missed him, so toss him at the top. Jacoby Myers is number 1. Everyone else just gets a slot back down. It just makes more sense. The only thing is with him, you got to be, you got to pay attention with is maybe N'Keal Harry and Julian Edelman when they come back and other guys. And it's the Patriots, so you never know who's going to go off or who's going to get the touches or whatever and the looks. But I think he really showed out last night, so that works. Cordell Patterson's up there. Alfred Morris. What is this, 14? Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Michael Pittman Jr. Alshon Jeffrey. Darnell Mooney. Anthony Miller. Drew Lock. Baker Mayfield, if he's going to play and doesn't have COVID. Maybe Jordan Howard. Tony Pollard. Whoever the Salvon Ahmed guy is, he kind of got a little run there with the Dolphins, so we'll see. Dalton Schultz. So yeah, it's not a crazy waiver wire week. It usually isn't towards the end of the season in fantasy, so it is what it is. Let's see. All right, so moving on to positional rankings for the week, for week 10. Number 1, quarterbacks, number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Russell Wilson. Actually, I'm sorry. Mahomes isn't playing this week. That's my fault. Got to shake it up just a little bit. I'll make sure I change that for the other positions too. Glad I caught that before I really got into it. No, number 1, I'm going to go with Kyler Murray. Makes sense. He's been the number 1 guy. Number 2, I'm going to go with Josh Allen. Number 3, Aaron Rodgers. Number 4, Deshaun Watson. Number 5, Russell Wilson. Number 6, Justin Herbert. Number 7, Lamar Jackson. Number 8, Tom Brady. Number 9, Carson Wentz. And number 10, Jared Goff. Running backs. Number 1, Dalvin Cook. He's just absolutely on fire. Number 2, Aaron Jones. Number 3, James Robinson. Number 4, Derrick Henry. Number 5, Alvin Kamara. Number 6, I'm going to go with James Conner. Number 7, Miles Sanders. Number 8, Josh Jacobs. Number 9, Nick Chubb. And number 10, I'm going to go with either Christian McCaffrey or Mike Davis, whoever ends up actually starting that game, which is definitely something to keep your eyes on. Number 1, for receivers, Devontae Adams, of course. Number 2, DeAndre Hopkins. Number 3, DK Metcalf. Number 4, let's see, I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs. Number 5, Keenan Allen. Number 6, let's go with Tyler Lockett. Number 7, Terry McLaurin. Number 8, Allen Robinson. Number 9, A.J. Brown. And number 10, Will Fuller. Tight ends. Number 1, Darren Waller. Number 2, Rob Gronkowski. Number 3, T.J. Hawkinson. Number 4, Dallas Goedert. Number 5, Mark Andrews. He's taking a little bit of a fall here. Number 6, Noah Fant. Number 7, Evan Ingram. Number 8, Hunter Henry. Number 9, Robert Tonyan. And number 10, Jared Cook. Let's see. Let's move on to kickers. Number 1, Justin Tucker. Number 2, Will Lutz. Number 3, Mason Crosby. Number 4, Ryan Suckup. Number 5, Rodrigo Blankenship. Number 6, Zane Gonzalez. Number 7, Matt Prater. Number 8, I'm going to go with Brandon McManus. Number 9, Jason Sanders. And number 10, Tyler Bass. And finally, last but not least, the defenses. I'm going to go with, let's see, number 1, Baltimore defense against the Patriots. Sorry. Number 2, Pittsburgh against Cincinnati. Number 3, Philly against the Giants. Number 4, New Orleans against the 49ers. Number 6, Tampa against the Panthers. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Philly, New Orleans. This is number 6. Washington against Detroit. Number 7, Tennessee against the Colts. Number 8, Green Bay against the Jags. Number 9, the Giants against the Eagles. And number 10, the Vikings against the Bears. So got a couple little more mix-ups there. But yeah, I think that that wraps up this video. I hope this stuff is helpful. I really hope it works out for everyone, and you guys are having good fantasy weeks, like I usually say, unless you're playing against me, of course. But yeah, thank you for watching. Man, season seems like it's flying by. Honestly, I don't even know where it went. But if you enjoy this video and you've enjoyed my other videos, please don't forget to like this one, and please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. I think we're doing pretty well, so all things considered. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.